Good morning, wherever you are. It's time for the Monday Minute with the Poppy of the Paranormal. I'm Christian Paul. How is everybody today? We're going to talk about stop number 3 on the Summer Slam, but we're going to go off that path for just a moment or two. Take care of some business first. Jan is here with us, as always. I got to talk about my para brother, Dennis. He took his family down to Indiana State Sanatorium within the last few days. That's outside of Rockville, Indiana, on the Indianapolis side, shall we say. Massive storms, tornadoes. I guess a lot of trees down. I guess a lot of water damage at Indiana State Sanatorium. But they made it out okay. And on the news last night, I'm watching more footage of the storms in that area, and a bridge got half washed out down there. I was like, wow. So, brother, glad you made it back home safe, and you got everything taken care of. So that's good. All right. Talk a little bit about Waverly Hills today. You know, Waverly Hills is a location that Dennis and I were at probably 15 years ago, maybe a little longer than that. I don't remember exactly, but I can tell you that investigation was a conglomeration of teams, Quantum, TNT, and a few other people just kind of mixed in for fun, I think. But, you know, going back to Waverly Hills this time was definitely different. They have stuck a lot of time, effort, and money into doing some things at Waverly Hills that just weren't like that the last time we were there. There's a lot of new windows. There's a lot of areas, especially on the lower levels, where they do their tours, and they're doing events now, you know, that are actually fixed up kind of nice. And those lower levels, believe it or not, had air conditioning. I can't even imagine what it costs to cool down a section of Waverly Hills. But I digress. Although we did do some investigating on those levels, you know, I'll tell you, this morning I went through our files. Now, this is just on my body cams, my full spectrum cam. I've got like a total of 56 video files to review. I've done 2, maybe 3. Now, I did post a clip last evening. This was a clip that was this experience, shall I say, that was made into a clip, was put together right after I had done a tonal experiment. Dennis had left me alone unattended for a while, so we gave him some blues they can use. But when he came back, we pulled out his SV7 Pro, and of course I had the DR60. Hello, good morning, Lori. Glad you joined in this morning. I have seen the creeper. I have. But it was not on this visit. It was on our prior visit. And where I saw him was on the let me think. If you know where the kitchen area originally was. When you're in the kitchen and you look down that one hallway, that's where I saw the creeper. And I was going to mention that. So I'm glad that you asked me that question. You kind of jogged the memory bank there a little bit. So, Lori, good to hear from you this morning. Glad you're stopping in to check in on us today. All right, Waverly Hills. So, I mean, they have done a lot in this building. But of course, we went to the other parts of the building. It was a hot and humid night in Louisville, Kentucky. Not a question about that. Now, I will say, with the addition of some more windows in the building, it did cut down significantly on the number of bats that were live in the building. This is always a concern of a lot of people. A lot of people are not really big on bats flying around them. Yeah, they've come close to me a few times. On the flip side of that, I have had bats in my house. The kind of bats that are around here, they try to avoid people. They're just looking for bugs to eat and that kind of thing. And when their sonar picks you up, they will veer away from you. Anyway, what I was talking about. 56 files to review. I believe I have reviewed 2 or 3. There was a clip I put up last night with the SB7 Pro where we got some interesting answers, and that's just part of that clip, because to do those Facebook clips, you're really supposed to be around a minute, so I had to fit it into that time constraint. But I'm sure we've got some good stuff to review. We were there till I don't know, about 3 a.m. give or take. I actually, we had more time to be there. We paid for it, but you do what you got to do and gather up your toys and go to the hotel. Most places are really quieted down the later it gets in the evening. There has been some exceptions to that, but most of the places that we have been to really quieted down a lot as it got later on in the night. So, going all the way to 5 a.m., yeah, you can do it, but you have not a risk reward, I guess, but a time versus reward. And sometimes that extra 2 hours of sleep really helps you get to the next stop on the slam. Okay, so stay tuned to the reviews. There will be clips coming up. I've been concentrating a little more on Hell's Gate Cemetery as of late, but I plan on getting into some Waverly Hills this week, and then this weekend I will be back once again at the May Stringer House in Brooksville, Florida. A fantastic location that has done us very well over the course of time. So next week's Monday Minute will be live from the road. We're going to have some good things going on there. So stay tuned for some stuff from Waverly. Like I said, Dennis and I have got a lot to review. Plus now he's got Indiana State Sanatorium to review out of his little family outing through all those tornadoes and storms and whatnot. So, brother, I'm glad you made it back okay. That being said, be good to each other. We're all we got. Peace! Yes, Lori. Yeah, the morgue is a cool place for sure. For sure. That being said, peace out.